Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Danielle. I am a mom of 2 young boys and a registered nurse working part-time right now in Ontario, Canada. And today's video it's a little bit of the beginning of some spring cleaning for me. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to shape my spring cleaning just yet. But I know there are some problem areas in my house that have been stressing me out a little bit, so I'm definitely starting with those areas. So in the next few weeks with the next coming videos, you're going to see me tackle some of those spots. So today what I really wanted to do was just get the boys' rooms cleaned up. I needed to clean up this bathroom. And then my sort of first spring cleaning activity was I really wanted to clean out my freezer. If you have watched any of my previous videos, there was one where I actually cleaned out the whole fridge, and then one where I cleaned off the top of the fridge freezer and actually pulled it out and cleaned behind it. So the only spot that was left to do was the freezer. And I don't like cleaning the freezer. It's cold. I have to take everything out. It's a small space, so trying to figure out how to get everything in there with it looking nice, I just wasn't looking forward to it. But I knew it needed to be done, and then once it was done, I was so happy. And even now, every time we open the freezer door, it's like you just have less stress looking in there because you can see all the food and everything is just nice and clean and pretty, really. So anyways, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, if you wanted to subscribe to my page, that would be amazing. I am aiming to get videos up on Fridays, probably for the next couple months. It's going to be every other Friday just because life's a little busy right now. And we're hoping that our youngest Oliver will start in Montessori in September. So then I'll have a little bit more time and can hopefully get back to posting weekly. Yeah, enjoy. I mentioned the whole spring cleaning thing, and I actually really like spring cleaning. I like having an excuse to, really reset my space and do some cleaning that I don't normally do on sort of a week-to-week basis. But I'm also kind of odd in the sense that I don't like to have, I know a lot of people do a checklist and they go from room to room and they, kind of clean everything in that room and check it all off before they move on to the next room, which is a great system. And I have to imagine that your house looks incredible after that. But I don't know, for me, I just get so bored so quickly, and there's a lot of spaces in my rooms that I do clean regularly, so I don't know that I would really count it as spring cleaning, if that makes sense. So for me, especially this year, I think I'm just going to go around my house and find the areas that are stressing me out, or the areas that I've noticed really need to clean and don't get cleaned very often. And I'm just going to tackle those one at a time with really no rhyme or reason other than how I feel guiding me. And then I'll kind of see, in a few weeks after I've done some cleaning, how I'm feeling about things, and if there's other areas of the home that then start to pop up for me. I'm not sure. So I'd be interested to know how you guys do it and how you all manage your spring cleaning. If you like to follow a checklist, if you go room through room, if you do your entire house top to bottom, if you just hit some trouble areas, or maybe there's areas in your house that only get cleaned, once a year in the spring. So if you have any tips or tricks or anything that works really well for you, I would love to know. You could tell me in the comments because, I'm always looking for ways to make my life easier, or just things that I could add to my, routine that would maybe help keep the house cleaner on a regular basis, so there's not as much work to be done when I do finally tackle an area, if that makes sense. So I had not pulled his bed out in a couple months to clean under it, and yeah, there was actually it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but what's so funny is I had been missing my wooden spoon for a while, and I had no idea where it had gone, and it turns out it was under his bed this whole time. Finn loves to he has a great imagination, but everything is about fighting. He loves to make swords and guns and all the, stuff that he likes to get into. So I am sure that my wooden spoon was a sword, and he probably took it to bed with him one night, and then it fell down into the crack between the bed and the wall, and then I searched for it in my kitchen and couldn't find it. Anyways, I found it. We ran it through the dishwasher. I have my wooden spoon back. I guess that's a mom win. I don't know. But anyways, it did feel really good just to kind of pick up all the little things that had fallen down under the head of the bed and beside the bed and just vacuum up. Cooper's dog hair gets everywhere, and because we have white baseboards, you really see it. So it was just good to get all that dog hair vacuumed up and just make that room feel a little bit cleaner. Oliver's room never really gets too messy because he doesn't have any toys in here and he still sleeps in his crib. So he's really only in here for naps and nighttime. So it's usually pretty easy to clean his room. I go around, there's maybe some fingerprints or, I don't know, marks on the crib slats. Dog hair collects on the bottom there where I'm dusting off. I like to clean off the top of the dresser where we have his change pad, and then sometimes he gets little fingerprints or toe prints on the wall beside there. So usually that's pretty much it in terms of wiping things down. And then again, it's, vacuuming the dog hair and washing the floors. And his room is pretty easy to maintain. So today I did decide to actually go ahead and go through his closet because he just turned 2 in February. And he is on the smaller side for his age for sure. So he's only now just not fitting into like 18 to 24 month clothing. So I decided to go through his closet and remove all the 18 to 24 month stuff so that all we had in the closet was 2T. We have a lot of clothes just because, I saved all the clothes from when Finn was younger. And then obviously we have bought a few new things and people have bought him some stuff. So his closet was full when I had all of the 18 to 24 month and all of the 2T items. It was full. It was almost overwhelming to try and pick an outfit each day. So getting all of the clothes that don't fit him now out of there so that I can put them back downstairs in storage was a good job to do, not only because it kind of keeps things organized, but now the closet is so much more manageable because there's way less clothes in it and it's so much easier to pick an outfit for him each day. So I'm very happy that this job is done. You probably saw when I was just showing you the door of our freezer there that there's a bunch of glow sticks. So we like to use glow sticks in the bathtub. Sometimes we'll just get a pack of glow sticks from the dollar store and then we crack them all and throw them into the bathtub with the kids and turn the light off in the bath. And it's just sort of like a fun, different way to have a bath. It makes it a little bit exciting. But anyways, what you can actually do is you can take the glow sticks when you're done using them and put them in the freezer. And I don't know the exact science behind it, but the cold temperature of the freezer will somehow slow down whatever reaction is happening inside the glow stick and actually stop the glowing. And then when you take them out of the freezer and they warm back up, they'll go back to glowing again. So you can get like multiple uses out of them days or weeks apart. So if you haven't tried that trick, or if you haven't tried the trick of putting glow sticks in the bath with your kids, I suggest both because it's just, it makes bath more exciting. So if bath is a struggle for you, it could be a game changer. Or it's just something fun and different to do when things are getting a little boring. So our freezer light has not been working for months, like to the point where I couldn't even tell you when the light was working last because I don't remember. So when I took the cover off, I took the bulb out and asked my husband, like, oh, do we have another bulb that looks like this? Or do you know what's going on with this? And anyways, we didn't have another bulb and he wasn't really sure. And then when I screwed it back in, it started working again. So I don't know if it just came loose or if maybe there was, enough grime in there that somehow the contact wasn't proper. I really don't know, but it's so funny because now we have this working light and every time we open the freezer we're like, oh wow, this is so much nicer. But we had just completely gotten used to it without a light and it had not even been something we noticed anymore until it started working again. I put everything back in the freezer, I ended up doing fruits up on the top shelf and then veggies all down on the bottom. And then I had a couple of things. I think that, I had some pizza dough there that I put at the end of the top shelf there. And then we had some pierogies and some wraps that I put along the bottom shelf. And then we have some coffee beans that we keep up there as well. But yeah, that was, it was a lot easier to organize than I expected that it was going to be. So I was really pleased about that. And I just wanted to share a tip with you. There's actually a lot of nuts. If you're big into nuts or you like to keep nuts at home, a lot of them do a lot better if you store them in the freezer. So we tend to keep our walnuts and our pecans and our slivered almonds in the freezer, as well as our flaxseed and our hemp hearts. And they will be much happier in the freezer. They will stay edible and good for much longer than they would if you kept them in your cupboard. So yeah, if you've got some of those in your cupboard and you are getting frustrated because they seem to be going bad faster than you can eat them, I would suggest trying to store them in your freezer because you'll get a way longer shelf life. So my very first spring cleaning task for 2022 is done. My freezer has been completely deep cleaned, and that means this entire fridge freezer from top to bottom, inside and outside, is freshly deep cleaned, all within the last 3 months, which I think I'm going to count as a big win. And it feels organized, which is just really nice. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and, for joining me along in this little channel. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, please subscribe. Like I said, I am going to try and get a video out every 2 weeks for the next couple of months. And with the spring cleaning, I think there's going to be lots of deep cleaning motivation coming your way. I have already got a few spots in my home that I'm thinking of in particular. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope you all stay safe and healthy and enjoy whatever plans you have or don't have. And I will see you in the next one.